New Orleans Archbishop Gregory Aymond is expected to take the witness stand today in the Archdiocese of New Orleans' long-running bankruptcy case. This all comes as the church faces hundreds of sex abuse claims and negotiations continue over a possible multi-million-dollar settlement with survivors. WWL Chief Investigator David Hammer has been covering this for years and joins us live from federal court. And David, you've also been talking with survivors about what they hope to hear from the Archbishop today.
That's right. Good afternoon, Mike. Archbishop Aymond did come in this morning and sat through the hearings in bankruptcy court, but we have not heard from him yet. We're expecting to hear from him starting after a lunch break in the morning. We heard from an expert talking about the valuation of the claims, how much each survivor's abuse claim is worth. And I'm joined right now by two survivors, Richard Kuhn and Tim Trahan. And I wanted to talk to them about what they're hoping to hear from Archbishop Aymond this afternoon. I'll start with you, Richard. What are you hoping to hear from the Archbishop? He's going to be questioned under oath for the first time in this matter.
Well, the truth would be refreshing. We haven't really heard that. And so hopefully, we'll get some real answers from him today. But
yeah. And Tim, you both have multiple priests that you've accused of sexual abuse when you were children. What would you like to hear from the Archbishop in terms of an acknowledgement of how the church has handled that?
I hope that he would realize that it's not just some people that were abused, but actually friends of his. And I want to know actually what he has to say, if he has any remorse for what's happened or any sadness for what's happened. And I also am concerned that he's spending $75 million on restoring a building instead of trying to restore those who have suffered the most.
And you're talking about St. Louis Cathedral and the restoration effort there. Richard, the other thing that we heard this morning was a valuation of the claims, that they're put at as much as almost $2 billion total, which would be an average of over $2 million per claim. You're looking at an average that's only about 10 to 18% of that. How do you feel about that?
We don't really have a choice, so I'm not gonna. I've had therapy, so I'm not going to let things that I can't control, dictate my feelings, but it's not fair. Yeah.
Well, it is a conclusion to the matter, though, and you're looking forward to that, I assume.
Yes, well, we still have one non-selling insurer, which would apply to my case, so I might still have another court case after this one, so as we see, we're still not done with this yet, but this is the final step. If Judge Meredith Grable approves of this plan, and Archbishop Aymond will be encouraging her to do that today with his testimony. And we'll have more later in the afternoon newscast. For now, reporting live at federal court, David Hammer, WWL, Louisiana.